I sit here with my paint body, I realize just how much a labor of love decorating is. Yesterday, Roger and I spent the entire day painting the room downstairs. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a while because the room definitely needed it. I'm hoping that sometime within this video, the Advil will kick in, but in the meantime, I'm feeling it. I haven't really talked to you guys or updated y'all on what I've been up to in this new year, but in the past year, I have really been thinking about getting back into art. A lot of you guys already know this, but I did go to FIT for fashion design, and I decided to take my love for fashion onto this little channel that I call home now, and I'm really happy that I did it, but there is a side of me that misses drawing and creating with my hands, so I've been kind of delving deeper, and I've recently been really inspired by ceramics and polymer clay. It's something I talked about last year, but this year I think that it's just gonna be my year, y'all. That does lead me on to today's sponsor, which is Skillshare, and I've talked to you guys about them multiple times, but I am always so thankful for their services that I actually use myself on a monthly basis. If you guys don't already know Skillshare, it's pretty much a website where you can take online classes from industry professionals, which is so nice. I remember having that back when I was in college. I love being able to kind of pick apart through their brains in their process, and that's really what you get with Skillshare. This program called Procreate allows you to make artwork with different mediums, obviously digitally. I actually found a class on Skillshare for Procreate that's run by Jerome Vogel, who is a digital illustrator, and the class is called Digital Illustration, Learn to Use Procreate. It's very intuitive to the artist, so you don't really have to think too much about it versus like Photoshop and Illustrator that are a lot more technical. You can get 2 free months just by clicking the link in my description box. It's super easy to sign up, and then after that it's literally only $10. So yeah, that's my whole spiel on what I've actually been up to recently, and I'm just really happy to be able to share that with you guys because it's a side of me that I haven't really explored too much on my channel, but that is all going to change this year, so get used to it. I want to start off with some stuff that I got from yesstyle, and if you didn't already know, they don't just sell Asian fashion beauty stuff, they also have some really neat pieces for decor. The first thing that I picked up is this really neat little bookshelf, well, not a bookshelf, a book rack. I've had this on top of my desk to display all of my books in a really nice way. You kind of just like slip your books in between all the little racks and things, and it's very simple but adds a nice little glimmer to my desk. And then I have these beautiful glass vases that have some of my propagation right now. I kind of just snipped these off of my very long pothos plant. And obviously you can definitely display your flowers in here. I think it'd be so pretty for that, but I am in love with greenery, so I've decided to just put a couple of pothos plants in here. As you can see, it's starting to have a nice, really healthy root system. Aren't they so precious? Again, since the walls are white, I'm going to try to add as many plants as possible to kind of add some life and color to the space. I have some more glass pieces, but these are actually meant to be added onto your walls. The first ones that I have are these like teardrop ones that I was thinking of adding like right next to that mirror behind me because I feel like the shape goes perfectly with the floral motif. A little dusty, so but instead of nailing these down to the wall, I decided to get myself these little command hooks that are clear. Hopefully they're strong enough to hold these up because I had one fall the other day, which was very unfortunate. I also got a bunch of other different shapes to kind of experiment with the space a little bit. I might add this one on to like right next to my shelf, but then I really wanted to make a gallery wall. I think also adding plants to the walls are gonna make them look so pretty, so I might get a couple more of these and see if I could just kind of stack them up differently. I did get myself some clear glass mugs from yesstyle, which of course I probably won't be having in my office space unless I'm drinking out of them. But yeah, I did actually get some of these from IKEA, but I think IKEA might have discontinued the big ones, so I went ahead and got myself 2 more just because I think that this is a really cool way of storing your beverages. I drink my hot coffee out of these, my teas, my cold beverages as well, and I don't know, I think they're so cool. I might actually have to retire the other glassware that I have because these are the only ones I use and we're lacking a little bit of cabinet space for ourselves. Last week when Roger and I went to Ultrain Vintage to go thrifting, there was a shop that I've been to multiple times before called Friends New York City. They have like clothing there, but I also noticed they have some homeware stuff as well. And I'm not gonna lie, it is quite the pricey store. But I happened to come across this little cute incense holder that was only $10, which for them isn't too bad. But it's this little house that I believe is actually meant to be a native brick house. It has this little plate, and then the house kind of just looks like this, and you put some incense on it. All you do is just obviously fire it up, and then it has smoke coming out of the chimney, which I think is so adorable. I actually got this specifically for my desk space because it is a little clear right now, so I kind of wanted to add that in there to give it some character. I'll try to link it for you guys down below because I think this might actually sell in other places. But it smells so good. A couple of weeks ago, I went back to Chinatown to that store where I got my little fishing cowboy dog. I was just thinking, you know, getting one of the last few that they had. I went into the shop and I came across this little guy. Isn't he so precious? Is this a little hanging cat with a little parachute that has some stars and clouds? I just immediately fell in love with him, and I knew that I wanted to put him right by my sky view window. I kind of wish I got the other one, but this one by far was my favorite because I think the other one was like a businessman kind of floating around, and it was a little strange even for me. I believe he only cost $15 too, and is originally made in Indonesia. Just in case you guys want to pick one up, I'm going to leave the address for y'all down in the description box. I can't promise they have more though, because they have sold out quite a bit of their things. I kind of just want to be able to fill my space with things that inspire me to find my own creative direction. And yeah, so I've been supporting a lot of my favorite artists, but I am actually going to start off with something that was gifted to me kindly by a subscriber who started doing ceramics herself this year. I am so grateful that she even thought of me to send me these pieces, because obviously she made it by hand with love, and so I just wanted to share that love through my channel. Hopefully you guys support her. She's based in Australia, but she does ship worldwide. The first little piece that she has, or that she sent me, is this little hand sculpted guy. It's in this nice earthy muddy color, and it's kind of got like a little bit more of a raw edge going on with this little moon. And you can use this to store your jewelry if you want to, but I've also been using it as an incense holder, because as you can see here, she's added a little hole, so you just pop your incense in there. I have a couple of ash left over from my previous burning, but I have had this next to the other piece that she sent me on top of my dresser. Next piece is this one. And I believe this one was actually thrown on a wheel, because as you can see, it's a lot more concise in shape. It's so minimal and beautiful. I think I'm gonna add more propagating into this little jar, but it's also great to add some little dried flowers or something, maybe some baby's breath snipped down really short. Next shop is mell-ø on Instagram. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong though. She's a Korean artist based in LA, and her work is just so, I don't know, it's so cute. She had a couple pieces that she had on sale that were like in imperfect condition, but still very much usable. So I got this little one for like $40, which isn't so bad for one of her pieces. It's a little cracked here, but you can't really see it when looking forward. Try my best to strategically angle this so that you guys don't see the mess in my room right now. She adds this little chains and charms to everything, which is just so cute. It definitely has a very childhood-esque element to it. I actually have this up on my shelf every day, and whenever I look at it, it just brings a huge smile to my face, because it is so unique and colorful and vibrant, just like her. And a couple weeks later, I caved and I got this little guy that's just this mini vase. It has these two little tulips with a strawberry in the middle and some cherries, well actually just one cherry, and these charms. And then on the other side, it has this little poodle. Everything else in that room is very white, so this is going to be a really great way of adding color to my space. So the last shop is My Accents, which I have shown you guys in my last decor haul, but if you didn't watch that one, this one is run by Marcia, who happened to be a YouTuber before, and then she moved on to her clay business. Honestly, I'm pretty sad that she left YouTube, but seeing her pursue her love for clay is definitely something that's so inspiring to me. Which one should I show you guys first? Where's the other one? Okay, I swear I don't know where it is, and I'm gonna start off with this piece that's a bowl, and yes, at first it looks very simple, not too impressive, but if you look on the inside, you see this little guy. For the longest time I thought he was sad, but I realized that if you just flip it this way, he also smiles. Yes, I have actually eaten out of this, which is something that I probably won't be doing for too long, because I don't want the paint to wear off eventually. And in good old Diana fashion, I have saved my very favorite piece for last, because I saw this little dude on my Instagram feed and I knew I needed him. It's just this little teapot. I could not contain myself. I definitely splurged quite a bit of coin on this, but worth it. I saw this one day on her story and I was like, yep, setting a timer, an alarm clock. You were gonna get up early in the morning. I have to find a name for this little teapot because it has a face. It needs a name. It has a little filter. I don't know if you can see that. So you can just pop on some loose tea leaves for whenever I have a tea party, but that is not going to happen anytime soon. So I think I'm going to book myself a nice Saturday to myself, a good book, and some tea. And that, my friends, was my entire home decor haul. I really enjoyed being able to kind of curate some pieces to share with you guys. I would love to extend a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and there's going to be a little link for you guys down below so you can get your 2-month free trial. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified for whenever I upload. I love to post their hauls, lookbooks, room tours. Hopefully there's one in the future for that room downstairs. But yes, goodbye for now. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this beautiful day, and I will see you on the next one.